guys, it's the Prez, Lawrence Presman, co-founder of WagerTalk Media and privileged host of The Betting Edge with the Prez. Awesome show today. Every Wednesday, The Betting Edge has the primetime edition where we take apart 5 primetime football games. Usually it's with Rob Vino and Joe Ranieri, but Rob Vino, well, he's driving to Connecticut to spend time with his family, so safe drive to Rob. That leaves me only with Joe, which is, well, a damn shame. Mm-hmm. Joe. Let's just stare at each other's eyes, even though you can't see me.
Can't see at all. Just not at all. I'm just going to stare like your eyes are in front of me, Prez.
Joe, your college basketball and NBA show are being incredibly well received. Huge kudos to you and the guys, the guests that you bring on. Yep. You do it every single day. It's up on WagerTalk TV. You're the best host we have, potentially the worst guest I've ever experienced. But we love having you, bro. Thank you for being part of our family.
Yep, I'm glad to be here, man, and I'm more importantly, I'm glad that the viewers and the followers, subscribers, you guys are embracing it, and it's good because it's actually some of the best information you'll see out there, and it actually, I don't know, it's providing some winners, so that's actually a good thing.
And you know what, Joe? What I like about the show as well is that you get your personality across. You're sour, depressed, bipolar, but it's entertaining as hell.
Yes, absolutely. And that's good. And the guests are all good. And the guys are great. You're not going to find anybody better than the guys at Wager Talk and Sports Memo anyway. And even though I'm a member of Sports Memo, it doesn't really make a difference. I still like them because usually I hate everybody.
Well, we love you, dude. Okay. Let's get to it. Hey, do you have a promo to give out on our show?
Nope. Other than I am currently, it's ridiculous, but I'm 70% in the NFL and I'm 59% in college football this season. So, yep. 30-13 in the NFL this year. So
that is, I mean,
pretty good.
I don't even have words.
Yep. I usually don't even tell anybody because they're like, dude, you're so full of... yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. But it's up there.
Yeah, it is up there. It's there for everyone to see. And really, Joe, a huge congratulations because that is absolutely outstanding.
Thank you.
We got to give out a promo for you. I don't have time to do one now, but man, can you let me know when you're doing these type of runs so we can sell you, make you some money?
I'm with you, man. I do believe that if you want to hop on for the rest of the NFL and college football, if you want to combine them both and all throughout the bowl season and everything, including through the Super Bowl, then it's Joe $2.99, I believe, and you get both sports for everything all year long for right through the end of the season.
That's a ridiculous price. Who okayed that price?
Wasn't me, man. It was not me. I was actually just sent. I didn't even look at the email, but that's apparently what we're doing.
$2.99 for Joe Ranieri's college football and NFL season. Use the promo code Joe299. There you go. We got a promo code out for you.
Done.
Okay, brother. 3 college football games, 2 NFL games. Ohio State, Michigan. Let's start there. This is one of the best rivalries in all of sports. I mean, this is right up there with the rivalry of me versus you as hosts of shows. Ohio State finds themselves as the favorite, -9. It's a spot I commonly find myself in. The over and under is 49.5 to 50.5. It is a little bit all over the place. You know, Joe, Ohio State has literally owned Michigan for years and years. I don't think it's going to change this year, but Michigan has been playing really, really good football since their loss to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I would not be blown away if Michigan puts together a game of their life and loses by 7. I can't take Ohio State here. I can't take Michigan. I can't take the over, and I can't take the under. I am of no help.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks for not taking anything, by the way. You really clarified that for us. I will say this, and you're right, Ohio State just kind of backhanding Michigan now for what seems like forever. But I will say this, I do think there's value in two spots in this game. We know Ohio State, not a whole lot of weaknesses on both sides. Scoring offense. They are the number one efficient defense in the country, which is why they're number one, and LSU is number two. LSU gives up 25 points a game. Yeah, Ohio State does not. That defense is for real. You're going to see a lot of guys playing in the NFL on Sunday, guys, on both sides of the ball. But here's the thing. It's in Ann Arbor. And, we've been saying it on the show now for weeks. At that second half of that Penn State game, when Michigan State came back, something clicked. Something happened there. Shea Patterson, Harbaugh together. And from that point on, Michigan, make no mistake about it, has been one of the best teams in the country since that second half in Penn State. Do they have enough to get it done here? I don't know. I don't think so. But what I do think is that they're going to come out and smack the living crap out of Ohio State in the first half. I think at home, they're going to go out there. I think it's going to be a giant wake-up call for Ohio State that for the very first time this year, they're going to get punched in the gut. And then I think they'll figure it out at halftime, come back in the second half. And I think in the first half, I think there's great value on taking Michigan at home to throw the first punch. And Ohio State, let's face it, Cincinnati, FAU, no. I think Michigan is playing the best football. They're going to go out. They're going to demolish them in the first. They are going to come out swinging. Ohio State will regroup at half, but there's a lot of value on Michigan in the first half in this game.
Yeah, Joe, listen, I think that's a really great take. And I think ultimately what you're really doing is giving out two bets for our listeners. Michigan in the first half and Ohio State in the second.
Yes, and the number's too low. There are going to be a lot of points scored. Michigan has scored 38 or more in each of their last 4 games. Both of these offenses can hum along. That defense of Ohio State, while it's great, they haven't met Michigan yet. I think Michigan and them, I could see this landing in the 60s, no problems, guys. So I love the over in this also.
If you like Joe Ranieri's analysis and you respect his record, 70% in NFL, 59% in college football, he hosts 2 shows a day. Both can be found at WagerTalk TV. One is the college basketball show with Ralph Michaels. The second is our NBA show. Different group of guests, but I think Hakeem Ski is on every day.
Yep, absolutely. Ski, Brian Leonard, Tony Finn, when he remembers, it's really Marco. It's fantastic.
That's so well put on Tony Finn, brother.
Thank you. Yes,
but you got to give Tony Finn credit. When he doesn't remember, he does actually remember after that he didn't remember. Yes. And then you get a wonderful bevy of excuses from my dog took a poo and I had to clean it. I mean, it's...
A very well
I fell asleep at the. I fell asleep at the desk.
Yes, very well thought out, apologetic email, text. Very good, Tony Finn. He's doing this a long time.
Yeah, and his emails, I don't know if you've noticed it, but they're like this. I mean, I can't even read them, dude.
I get through the first line. I'm like, I know where you're going, Finn. I got it. I know where you're going, man. I get it. Dogs, lewds. I get it. Man.
And you know, the crazy thing is, if customers buy Tony Finn and then read his analysis, I don't know, Joe, if you've ever seen his analysis.
Yep.
It's like this long.
Yep.
I mean, Tony Finn writes more than any other human being on the planet.
Yeah.
Dude,
he's as thorough as they come. He really does not leave any stone unturned. He really doesn't.
Tony Finn could literally write a 500-page novel of what men think about.
So true. He's great.
I mean, you and I, our novel would be what men think about: sex, no other word required.
Exactly.
Tony would be like 500 pages in, then it'll be a chapter. It might become a trilogy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State. Oklahoma minus 13, total of 69. I like the over in this game, Joe. I can't take Oklahoma at all. This team is just, something is wrong. They're not laying the smackdown on anybody. I would take the points in this game, but I don't think I need to. I'd rather just play the over. I think this game gets into the high 70s.
Great way to go about it. I agree 100%. It is in Stillwater, and anything is possible at a Bedlam game, but you're right. I mean, Jalen Hurts had a great year, but they haven't, 6 out of the last 7, they have cost backers a lot of money. They don't cover Oklahoma. It's not what they do. They're laying 13.5, 14, depending on what you've got here. But Spencer, the freshman kid for Oklahoma State, he's not playing. They've got the backup quarterback. They've got a couple of weapons on the offense. Not going to be available. They're not the same team offensively that we're used to seeing from the mullet there, Mr. Mike Gundy. But neither is Oklahoma. It's not the same team. And both defenses are going to be they're going to have their hands full here in this game. And yes, while I lean Oklahoma as a side, and it pains me to do that since I'm an Oklahoma State alum, I love the over in this game. Expect fireworks. Expect a lot of scoring. Truth is, this will probably come down to the final 2.5 minutes of the game.
Well, if that's the case, then you certainly can't take Oklahoma. Auburn, plus 3.5, hosting Alabama. And, you're giving me some nice looks there, Joe.
You caught that. Very good. That's not me actually going against my alma mater, but me kind of, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Iron Bowl. If Game of Thrones had a bowl game, it would be called the Iron Bowl.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Started watching Jack Ryan last night. Looks really good. Super excited.
Pretty good show. Yeah, except every time I see that guy, I'm like, wow, it's The Office. No.
I get it. But I like the show. I'm 2 episodes in. Auburn's playing their Super Bowl. This is a monster for them. And with that said, Bo Nix is struggling, and I think he's going to struggle even more against Alabama. We have a total of 49.5. Bama's on the road at -3.5. And, Joe, the bottom line is, does it really matter who the quarterback for Alabama is? Does it matter who the running back for Alabama is? I mean, you go through the Nick Saban era, and we've got, quarterbacks from Alabama that didn't even make the NFL, and yet they still won the national championship. I'm going to get Alabama in a low point spread. I'm just going to jump on them, hold my breath, and hope.
Yep. Listen, the one thing Bo Nix has been is his splits are a little ridiculous. He is a much better quarterback at home, but he's a freshman. He's an 18-year-old freshman, guys. It's to be expected. He's had much better games, more comfort level. They've opened up the playbook a little bit more at home. It's when he's gone to places like the Swamp here that he's had some issues. So, but that comes with age. He's 18. This kid is going to be somebody you're going to be betting on next year, the year after, for the next couple of years. He's going to make you a lot of money. He's just not going to do it this year, and he's certainly not going to do it in this game. Mac Jones, listen, doesn't need to be Tua. He doesn't need to be a Heisman winner. He doesn't need to do a damn thing except what Alabama quarterbacks do, and is just don't suck, and you'll be fine.
Exactly.
Hand the ball left, hand it to the right, and you are going to be good to go. 8-3 is what Auburn is, but it's been a very unspectacular 8-3. Their schedule, I give them credit. They played all the big boys, guys. You're never going to look at Auburn and say they ducked anybody. That is, although that's what they say about Alabama. This is exactly a Nick Saban moment where he will come out and win this game 63-7, and he will never shut up about how Alabama has to be one of the top 4 teams in the country. The committee is going to have night sweats, night terrors, because they just won 63-7 over Auburn, and how in the hell do we leave Nick Saban out? It's exactly what he does. This game is setting up just like that. Expect Alabama in a rout. I love the front 7 for Auburn, guys. That's a big-time front 7. But it's just Alabama. They know what they need. Style points.
Just
they need style
amazing
points.
Stuff coming out of you, Joe.
Yeah, it really is good. It really is good. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, dude, your takes are phenomenal. Your hair is excellent. Your jacket looks great. The fake window behind you is exquisite.
Very nice. I'll make me look out.
Yeah, NFL, baby. New England versus Houston. 3.5's on the board, Joe. I was jumping all over Houston at a pick'em. Now I'm getting 3.5. Not only is Houston going to cover this number, they're going to win the game. If you want to hear my take, watch the NFL presidential address. I will hand it to you, Joe.
Yeah, no, I can't do it, man. Like, a part of me wants to do it, but I can't do it. And I can't do it for this reason, because I don't trust Houston's offensive line. This is the only game this year, guys, that will be indoors for New England. And judging from what we saw there against Dallas at Foxborough there, they could use a little indoor heat. To me, this is all about defense. New England has one. Houston doesn't. And Houston also doesn't have a great offensive line, which means Deshaun Watson's going to get crushed. He's going to get crushed in this game. Sorry, man. It's going to happen. Laramie Tunsil.
Joe, let's make a side wager.
He's got the gas mask. Joe,
side wager.
Side wager time. I wish I had a bell for the side wager. Yes, side wager.
Okay, so what is our side wager going to be? I get Houston plus 3.5. You're taking the Pats.
Whoa. No. Point spreads don't matter in a side wager. It's straight up, my friend. Does Houston win the game or not?
No. We're professional gamblers. I'm getting the number.
We money line, my friend. We don't take points.
Do you want to do a side wager with the Pats minus 3.5, or do you not?
I'll go money line. Yeah, I'll lay it down. I'll go money line. Pats win money line.
Well, then I want some odds.
Why? You're home. They're going to win. You're so confident. I didn't bring up the side wager. You did.
I want the points, so I'm not doing the side. You know what, Joe?
I didn't offer the side wager.
You know what, Joe? To hell with it. I'll take it on the money line.
Thank you very much. Boom. Done.
Okay. If you lose, you have to wear a cowboy hat for every show next week that you host.
Done.
If I lose, I have to wear a baseball cap.
Okay.
Because I do anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. No, what you got to do is send me that bottle of scotch you promised me like 2 months ago.
Well, you haven't sent me your address.
But that's besides the point.
Okay, I will do the NFL presidential address in a bathrobe.
Done. In. See? Side bet. Money line.
Okay.
Good.
The cowboy hat has to have the flip.
Done.
Do you own one?
No, but we'll find one.
Okay. Oh, no, you know what? I want you to. You know what? I want you to wear a Mucho Libre mask or whatever.
We can do that.
Okay. You only need to wear it for one full day. So both Tuesday's NBA and college basketball show in a mask.
I will gimp it out. I will.
I will wear a bathrobe. I will even not have a shirt underneath so that I can show my pecs.
Fair enough. And you got to wear a gag ball.
A gag ball. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to be a really good host with a gag ball.
Better than you are now.
Why don't I just wear like one of those plastic penises, you know?
Oh, now you're talking. See? Now I want points.
Okay. So, bathrobe for the presidential address, a nacho with cheese libre mask, which you'll be able to find no problem in Florida.
Got gimp mask, no problem. We're good.
Okay, Minnesota. +3 against Seattle. I like Minnesota. If you want to listen to my analysis, the NFL presidential address, Joe.
I like, let me see, and this is in Minnesota, is it not?
No, it's in Seattle.
Then I like Seattle.
Well,
yes, I like Seattle. Big time.
Joe,
thank you very much.
Seattle only covers point spreads when they're away from home.
Unless it's in the second half of the season like it is right now.
Why am I messing with a man who's 70% in NFL?
Just saying. Yeah, give me Russell Wilson and company. You know who else sucks on the road? Yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
Thank you very much. And quietly.
You know who else sucks on the road?
Who's that?
A porn star doing a stripper tour.
Good point. That's a good point. No, it's all right. You're okay. Didn't see you. So here's the deal here, my friend. Second, this is another one of those classic situations where Zimmer, if he was home, I'd be with you. I'd be all over Minnesota. On the road, in this spot right now, it's not been great to Zimmer. It's not been great to the Minnesota Vikings. And it sure as hell hasn't been good to Kirk Cousins. And quietly, guys, that defense of Seattle, even without Clowney last week, yeah, guys, that team is coming together really, really nicely. And you give me Russell Wilson, if it comes down to it, Russell Wilson or Kirk Cousins, Kirk Cousins will not win this game. Give me Seattle all day long.
Side wager?
Again? What are we wearing now?
No, I'm not as positive.
Okay, very good.
I got to be honest here, Joe. Yeah. I want to talk about manscaping, but I don't know if it's appropriate.
Not this show, but we will do it. As soon as I wear the gimp mask and you're in the robe, we'll do that.
He's Joe Ranieri. I'm the Prez. That's the betting edge with the Prez. Joe, such a pleasure to do this with you. You're at the top of your game, brother.
It's a pleasure. Good luck to you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Joe, 229, everybody. $229 for the rest of his college football and NFL. You get that over at sportsmemo.com. Joe, tweet that code out, please. Tag me on it, and I'll retweet as well, okay?
Don, enjoy your Thanksgiving if you do celebrate it.
Love you, brother.
Talk to you, my man.